Hi, it's Celeste, your canary in the coal mine. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the electrical fields in the body. I know it's hard to believe, but the body actually runs on a sort of electricity. It's not the same kind of electricity that we have coming out of our wall sockets. It's kind of more the kind of electricity that comes out of your car battery. It's an electricity or an energy made out of chemical reactions. So it's really important that we don't mess up the body's electrical fields. And unfortunately, the way that our culture has evolved, we are constantly surrounded by electrical fields that can mess with our body's ability to send signals from one part of the body to another. So I wanted to tell you about a few little gadgets that I've purchased that have been helpful to me. One is this little, what appears to be a piece of jewelry that I wear around my neck. There's a little microcircuit in this. It's made by a company called Q-Link. This is a very old one, so I don't even know if they make this anymore, but they make other ones. Here's another one that I have that I wear when I have to get hot and sweaty and I don't want to screw up my nice jewelry one. And in fact, on this one, you can kind of see that there's like a little circuit thing in the back. So the idea here is to have something on my body that's nullifying the electrical fields I find myself in. I think this is particularly important for someone like me who works on a computer a lot. Some of my friends even have what they call grounding mats that when they're sitting at their computer, they have their feet on mats that are deliberately designed to pull off the excess electrical energy that they might be exposed to. But unfortunately, when I work on my computer, I usually have my feet up, so a grounding mat is not that useful for me, but it's something you might consider. So anyway, what I'm saying is, we used to just be worried about high-tension electrical lines. We used to say, oh, it was terrible if your house was under any of those, because there was some evidence that there was a lot more childhood leukemia and other illnesses when people's houses were close to those lines. But now it's not just limited to the high tension lines that distribute electricity to all of us all over, cities and towns and stuff. It's everywhere. If you think about it, 150 years ago, people lived in a natural environment that had no electricity around them. And now we live in an environment that has electricity around us all the time. For example, in my home, I've had to move furniture around and move move electronic devices in order to get the electricity away from me. And a lot of our electronics nowadays have circuits where they're always on, and so they're always radiating some amount of electricity. So my doctor recommended that one thing I should do is get all the electronics out of my bedroom and then go around the bedroom with one of these. It's called a Gauss meter, and check out in the walls where are all the electrical signals coming from, because all those wires that are running in your walls are also giving out electricity. Well, I found out that the headboard of my bed, the way that the bed had been positioned in the room, was right up against a major field. I mean, you just walk this thing up to the wall and it starts squealing. So I've had to rearrange my bedroom. Since you spend a third of your life in your bedroom, you might as well have that be one of the cleanest places in your house. So I removed the television set. That's another shocker. If you take one of these meters up to the front of a television set that's even turned off, there's electricity coming out of the screen. And so I've basically removed everything. I removed clock radios, I've removed everything. Or one little compensation I've done is I left a CD player in the room way far away from my bed so that when I put this meter in the center of the bed, it doesn't squeal at all. So I know that I'm sleeping in as electrically free of a zone as possible. And you should also spend some time getting electrical fields away from the place that you work. If you work at home in particular, you have some control over rearranging your office so that, or the place where you work in your home, so that you can have it be as electricity free as possible. But unfortunately, so many of us work with computers nowadays, that's why I'm wearing this thing, and that's why some of my friends have grounding mats. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that electricity, it isn't just, we've talked about, oh, we shouldn't keep the cell phones close to our heads. Well, some people sleep with the cell phone right next to their head all night, just waiting for new text messages. Don't do that. That's terrible. So you want to think a lot about what are the sources of electricity, even the hidden ones in the walls, and you want to use, this meter is pretty inexpensive. It's probably $30 or $40 on the internet. And it takes just a tiny bit of skill to learn how to use it. You push a button and you walk around and you bring it up to things and it starts squealing if the needle moves, if the field is too strong. So you want to bring the areas where you're going to be the most down to as low of a possible level of electrical fields as possible if you want to stay healthy. So that's it for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. This is Celeste, your canary in the coal mine. Be well.